come back, Sid.
Finish with that log, so we
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy, well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying. But the real question is, how? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight rest. More land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, It is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelf.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? Thus ends today's lesson.
Lawsman Harpocrat.
Now that is a name I have not heard. Welcome home, Clive.
I believe this belongs to you.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary... That said, I have continued my search, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion.
Please, don't apologize.
I fear it is not more books that I... Mayhap we look in the wrong places.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a...
Not too tired to go filching Cooper. Always got a pocket for him. Nix.
Hush now. We all know that...
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet the loss of their parents weighs heavy on them. Titan took much from us that night. From some and the wounds that remain.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give...
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a stolus. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern.
does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kuka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
What would make Martha leave the rest? What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started. Blood was spilled. Bones were somewhere in the middle of it all. Martha vanished without a word to anyone.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire, they've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're... I know it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing. Complained that it was getting harder and harder.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is...
Don't worry, Otto.
If you need volunteers, just say the word. A dab hand when it comes to the old fisticuffs.
Of course.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon. The boys from the garrison.
Let's get you to a physical. Sid? What's it?
I trust you don't mind. Otto thought you might, and it appears he was right.
They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No, Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts...
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrow's...
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
Jill and I will go after them. You take...
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about... I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good.
You do the same.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up. Look. Up ahead. Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
The Black Shields?
The bastards caught wind. The Abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the poor souls turned on the Imperials. Distract.
Then, Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn?
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
Black Shields? Is this some sort of twisted joke? There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire. Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all...
Murder. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch colluding with the enemies of the Empire.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law, to dwell in darkness that we may purge the night.
How dare you speak those words?
Clive.
This won't take long. Is that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the Abbot. He may still...
Found her.
The Abbot...
The bearers died protecting him. Calling upon what little man.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha.
Aren't
they? Are.
The Black Shields?
Rosaria will never be saved. Tell Mother to beg his aid. And
Sid! Where are you?
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive? He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
I've gathered the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Riddick's jump. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Oi, look sharp!
Do you think it's spotted us, Torgal? One way say, of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Fine hand. Help me, boy. I'm hurt, Torgal. Help me, boy. Nice try.
See that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
Empire was made. It's more than they deserve. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
No one survived.
I'm sorry. Before he
Doesn't mean I won't. Cole said you cast their remains, but it should have been me. This was...
How?
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils. I assumed it was all just nonsense, concoct nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about Lent.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Which begs the question, my mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make...
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with... If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threat... Oh, before I forget, Astolos from Autoland. He asked me to tell you that...
Then we must as well.
We can stay longer if you...
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. The...
Now, where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Think it's all right to touch him?
Clive? So, will it be? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Anything else?
Well, don't just stand there gawping.
It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.